that in mind, what would you say surprised you about Kel? Like, what really kind of caught you by surprise about this character?
I really want to say the thing that caught me by surprise is the way that I handled the character, just in terms of like, Kel, he's suffering with OCD, and I wanted to really challenge myself to really get into Kel's mindset of that condition. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing to do, but I had help. I looked on YouTube. I met with people with the condition. Like, that was really the challenge itself that I really wanted to hone on to.
How was it like kind of finding those layers, separating them out?
It was actually exhilarating. I mean, it was a challenge, but fun because I've had these experiences, right? It's a matter of like reflecting on the embarrassment and just taking it to another level of like what it really could have been, and it was just throwing my imagination all around the room, and Lil Marvin just saying, "Yes, that's it." It was like that.
Now, with any role, any performance, any project, I know you got to kind of show up. You have an idea. All right, I know what this character is. I've read this lot. I know what I'm doing, and that's never the finished product because there's always something you find on set. There's always something you find the rest of the cast and the scripts. What would you say surprised you the most about it?
Everything. No, everything. Day one was, I had no idea. I signed up for a ride that was out of control. Every day was on 100. So I was surprised every day of what we were doing. Yeah, it was on the script, but the level of where we went, and it was, such a safe space to go crazy.
That's all you really want from something.
It was awesome, man. It was therapeutic in ways. Yeah. But no, it was just like, it was special every day, for sure.
Something I love about the new season is it really does mix a lot of good, strong character drama elements and a lot of very compelling, interesting societal exploration. And it's also just, like you said, horrifying. So what was it like kind of getting to approach all of those elements with one character?
I just wanted to make sure that Lil Marvin could do it. I said, don't exhaust me, but I knew he could. But the elements are aging, showing your age, your ill health, the fact that you may not be able to take care of your family, the secret that you're hiding, and now you have paranormal stuff. I would say, babe, shit, in your home, in my home. No, And now I don't know if it's my mental health or hallucination or what, but I'm losing control. And I don't want my family to have to take care of me. So there are layers of my being, of how do I move forward in this story? Because my daughter was the one I took care of, and now she has to take care of me and other issues. It's going to be, challenging, if we will.
I know, obviously, any role, any project that you take on, there's always some surprise that you find along. Because you may have an idea of like, oh, I've signed on to this role, I've read the script, I think I know what I'm going to do. And that's
you don't know how you're going to respond or act, but you hope that the director and the writers will bring it for you.
But what would you say surprised you about it, Peter? Like, what really kind of caught you?
That good. That's scary.
And then just a big fan of your previous work. What's it like to see yourself on a coffee bar?
Daunting. I look at my mug every day going, wow, what did I do to get that? And go by the cafe today and see it, and knowing the hard work that went behind it. And that's, and I got t-shirts for myself too. So
how could you not when you see yourself on a shirt? You got it.
You never. I don't. I'll never get used to it. I'll always be humbled and.
Obviously, in the first year, you got to play a very different kind of character, a very
different. Yeah.
And what would you say you brought from season one, though? Were there any lessons that you really got to bring from the first year that you really got to bring to this season?
Not necessarily as far as taking bits of Lucky to the character, but I feel like playing Lucky taught me that I'm far more capable than I ever thought I was. So I brought that kind of energy of feeling like anything's possible, to Dawn. And you kind of need to have those guts to kind of play a character like that who's just so gutsy, And so if there's anything that I took, it would be that. Yeah.
Awesome. And then obviously with any role you take on, with any project, everybody I have to imagine has a moment of, all right, I know the character, I've got an idea what the character's going to be. and then that's never the same at the finished product. You always find something on set with the rest of the cast, with the directors,
Yeah.
with everybody.
Yeah.
What would you say surprised you about Dawn?
What surprised me about Dawn is how lonely she is. She's so surrounded, but she's extremely lonely at the same time. It surprised me, but it also felt very understandable. You know, a lot of people are surrounded but lonely. And so, yeah, that surprised me the most.
Also, and then one last quick question. Just this show is, I think heavy is the right word. I think that sums it all up in a big little show. But there's also it's so scary. There's so many good dramatic exploration of society.
Yeah.
But there's also a genuine family story in here as well. What was your approach to kind of balancing all of these various elements?
You know, at its core, them is based in family, based in love. That's the foundation of the show. It's about love. It's about family. And so for me, you know, understanding that just helped me to kind of, okay, this is what this core thing is about. The fight is different, but the core fight is the same thing. The reason is the same thing, you know? So it just felt like the common thread that I could understand and wrap my mind around to play in a different role, same show, you know?